Honorable Chief Justice, Lady Justice Martha Koome and your Deputy, Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, I'm really pleased to see Chief Justice Emeritus Maraga and Mutunga. And as I said last time, you keep giving us the best example of how you must support your successor, an example that is missing in many parts, in other arms of government. And keep leading by that example. As we got in, the Chief Justice Emeritus Mutunga asked me if I have bought boats for El Nino mitigation. And I told him I have not. But I'm glad that our efforts are paying off. Nairobi is not flooding. We have our Green Army that is working every day to clear our drainage, and I'm sure you've seen areas that would normally have been flooded flowing very, very, very well. We thank God for the rains, but we must remember in different parts of the country, there are people who are stranded, who are cut off, and who are really suffering, and let's remember them in our prayers. Registrar Adam Madi, congratulations. You have done an amazing you have really lifted the judiciary, your professionalism, your grit, your diligence. And so I wish you all the best. But before you go, I heard you mention that you're now getting 21.2 billion. I'm coming to have a small bill of rates that I need to discuss with you. Of only 204 million owed by the judiciary to Nairobi County. So we shall have that discussion. Sorry, don't go with it. It's not good. It's not good to go with pending files. And truly, our collaboration can yield so much. I was just whispering to Waziri Murkomen. There's something we're working on together, the intelligent traffic management system. Traffic management is devolved, but we are supported by the national government to set up that system. And I'll give you an example. The test we've done, just one junction with the petty offenses, 3,000 per offense, if you're overlapping, if you jump the light, will raise 1.5 billion shillings. If we agree on a framework together, the issues of funding Masharia should not be a problem, because we have estimated close to almost 10 billion that we can raise annually, and we agree the judiciary gets this, Nairobi County gets this, and the executive gets this. There's enough for all of us if we're creative and if we collaborate. I really want to start by thanking you for all the work you're doing for Kenya's Honorable Chief Justice, and more so in driving judiciary reforms. Our Constitution provides that sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya, and this power is to be exercised only in accordance with the Constitution. Article 159 provides that judicial authority is derived from the people and shall be exercised by the judiciary through courts and the tribunals. This therefore means that judicial authority must be people-centered. Hence, your blueprint and theme for people-centered justice. Our judiciary has been very progressive, as I've mentioned in the past. It remains the only platform for citizens who seek to have their rights, liberty, or property safeguarded. You have been very deliberate and inclusive through the various court users committees that are bringing together members of the public, judicial officers, and various actors of the justice sector to deliberate on issues that affect the delivery of justice. The Nairobi County government is a member of various of these committees, where our county attorney, and I'm sure she is here somewhere, represents us very well. In the year 2015, I was a young legislator. I was a member of parliament. But I also thought I was a bit powerful, because I was the chair of the ruling party then. And so one day on a flight from New Zealand, a gentleman had sat next to me called Brian Johnson. We couldn't avoid the small talk because we shared a surname, and we were stuck together for many hours. And he explained to me that he had a friend who had done some business in Russia and got into trouble, has come and set up in Kenya, and is having some challenges. And is doing some small business. And so I said, why not? Let him come, see me in my office, because I know people. I thought I know people. Now, when this gentleman comes, the small business he's doing, I don't know if I should mention it, but I'll describe it. It's one of the biggest, it's a city outside Nairobi, just outside Nairobi. You know, it's a mixed-use development. And he had been having some challenges. You know, 5,000 acres, huge investment. So this gentleman comes to my office at the KICC on the 26th floor, and we chat. And he just talks about how Kenya is amazing, how we're the next frontier, how we should, you know, strengthen our systems. And then he stands up to leave. And I ask him, you know, Brian Johnson told me of some issues. He sat me back down and told me, listen, Sakaja, the amount of money we have invested in Kenya, the reason why I'm not in any other part of Africa yet, and the reason why I'm confident of that investment is because there is a rule of law in Kenya. Yes, I have a problem. Yes, I have a challenge, but you have a strong judiciary. My matter is in court. If I had to know someone to do business in Kenya, I would not do business. That speaks to what you are doing. Your work is providing confidence to investors, confidence to business people that there is predictability, there is the rule of law that supersedes the rule of man, and that people can be confident of what they put in. Thank you. That is